Yo, one time for the one time when the milkman slides. Where my microphone at? You know you're supposed to be in the picture. Glory to goodness. Hey, hey, hey. You know the milkman got to hit you with good morning. Shout out to everybody who's already tapped in. I see you, Miss Tyson, in the building. Yogi, what's good with you on today? Good morning. Good morning. Drop a comment. Say what's up. Say good morning to us on today. Hey, yo, Bree, are you frozen? Why would you be frozen? It's because you're on the move, isn't it? I mean, at least it froze in such a great way. You know what I mean? A good smile. It's not one of those terrible, one of them terrible faces. We had a pretty good frozen face right there. That was a good one, you know what I mean? Okay, she's back, y'all. She's back, y'all. Hey! You froze.
Hi.
You froze with
Am
a
I froze
smile.
again?
No, you good, but you had froze with a
Um,
good smile. You know what I mean?
uh,
you had
what
froze.
happened?
When you getting carried around the city, you know what I mean. Sometimes those signals be bouncing here, there, and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I
But
was
I'm nowhere near Lower Wacker Drive, so
I
I will be
have no
good.
idea.
Nowhere
I
near
have no
Wacker Drive.
idea. Well, I was just in the middle of saying, "Hey, yo, Bree."
What's up?
Hey, how you doing today?
I am a little nervous, anxious. Like
Okay.
my kids are. I just dropped my
Kids
son
doing?
off to the school. He's going
Yay,
on an
yay.
overnight trip for 8th grade,
That's right.
and he's going out of state, and I'm a little
Ooh.
nervous because he's my baby.
I mean, but you
And
know
I
they
know
got
everybody keeps
this.
saying like baby where, and I understand he has a mustache, right? But that's my
he
baby.
could he could be confused for grown for sure, but he ain't quite there yet. He's
Mm-mm.
not quite there yet.
I mean,
Hey,
I
what they
don't
used
care
to
when he
call
get
that?
grown. That's gonna be my baby.
Hey, what they used to call that back in the day? That's a look-alike substance. You know what I'm saying? That's a look-alike substance. Grown, but not quite there yet. Uh, has he started shaving that joker yet, though? He just
No,
be letting
well,
it come in.
uh, he he gets it lined up when he gets his haircut,
Okay,
but he's
okay.
not shaving it off like he wanted to. He wanted to look,
I mean, I ain't shaved my
slightly
mustache in a
man.
few years, and you still can't see mine. So,
He's got you beat. He's got
yeah.
you beat. I just
Oh,
gotta.
I know.
I do gotta say that he's definitely got you
Nobody in the
beat.
world can see my mustache, and I'm live on camera right now. Right now, nobody can see it.
He's
I'd have
got
to
you
put
beat.
like some. I'd have to put some just for men on it or something to try to darken it up or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
It's like I have a blonde mustache with brown hair on my head. I don't understand what's happening around here. People be like, "You don't have any hair." Yes, I do. You have to look close. You have to look close. Well,
Not convinced.
happy May Day to you.
What happens today?
It's May Day.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
You don't know the origins of May Day?
No.
Well, like when people jump out of airplanes, they're usually like, Mayday, Mayday, we're going down,
Oh, well,
No,
I.
I'm just kidding. That's
I
not
was
it at
gonna
all.
say, is that what it means?
No,
So today's
that's
gonna be a terrible day for everybody. Like, is that what we're
hunker
saying?
down, folks. Hunker down, folks. Just holler Mayday and someone will come to your rescue today. No, that's not what it is at all. Mayday, I didn't know the origins either, but I knew for some reason in my brain I said, when is Mayday? Because it's May 1st. And it happens
Mhm.
to be on today. So I was like, wow, look at me knowing something. And then I was like, well, I don't know what the hell Mayday is. So then I had to Google what that was. And it
So
said,
wait, pause,
huh?
pause. So you gonna sit up here and say you don't know what Mayday is when you had to Google it? Is that what you're telling me?
I was talking junk and setting up the bit. Okay, don't take it personal over there. Got them all in a knot. Go ahead, loosen them up.
Pause.
Unclench, and
Because how you
breathe
trying to
easy.
say you don't know what
Breathe
it is,
easy.
but you don't know what it is.
But I do. See, but I do.
Only because you Googled.
Only because I knew that it may be May Day today. And that led me to researching. See what that does? When you're curious, it has you seeking out. That's why I love Star Trek. To boldly go where no man has gone before. All right. So spoiler alert. Sometime in the 1800s, it wasn't quite 1900 yet. That'll really blow the minds of anybody in their 20s right now, or younger. But apparently, this derives from Chicago, Illinois, when hundreds of thousands of laborers band together in what may have been one of the first strikes ever. I have no idea. Don't quote me on that. But what they did is they fought for the 8-hour workday.
Oh.
Yeah, May Day celebrates the anniversary of which the 8-hour workday was instituted after being fought for by hundreds of thousands of laborers from the great city of Chicago, Illinois.
You just have to love Chicago, right? We just
what May is.
really just set the tone for the rest of the world, you know?
That's right. Well, hell, I mean, and it wasn't probably the greatest tone to set because that was a compromise, and we appreciate those hundreds of thousands of folks. But other countries have they've evolved, past us.
It's not Chicago's fault that we ain't involved. Like, you got to think they did this in the 1800s. Okay,
They had
it's
shorter
now
work days.
2022. Somebody else needs to lead the revolution at this point.
Hey, they got like 4-day work weeks in other countries,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh man, we're behind the
doing
times
some
when it comes
industries.
to. Say what now?
We doing some industries have 4-day work weeks.
Yeah, after you work
Some
4/12s. Forget that 8 them folks fought for. If you work 4/12s, you can have the 5th day off.
Well, like for nurses, like my sister, she works 4 because she wants the money.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
her schedule thing is for 3/12s.
Okay. So 4/10s, 3/12s. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, not old people humor. What, the whole thing, huh? Yeah, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna have to come visit you. I'm gonna have to remind you how old I am. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to remind you how old I am. You come in here every day on that. You come in here every day on that. Good morning to y'all. Good morning to y'all. Happy May Day. If you missed what that's all about, just rewind the video later. I don't know if it'll let you do it now, but that would be rude if you just rewinded me all the way right now.
I don't know if you can.
I don't want to do all that. But it is Prank Call Thursday. And there was a pretty famous prank call that happened recently. Did we talk about it on the morning show?
We did.
Shadur Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Big prank phone call. Right.
I hear the NFL is fining his dad like a whole lot of money.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it in just a second, but I gotta look at the video because I had to go get it because they goofy asses had to put it on the internet. Spoiler alert: he's also suspected of making one other prank phone call because somebody else was prank phone called. This also isn't the first year that this has happened. Apparently, this is becoming more and more of a trend. So the NFL is really trying to figure out what to do, which is why they sent this strong message. We'll talk about that in a second.
This is Mickey Loomis here, the GM of the New Orleans Saints. How you doing? This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Good. Been waiting on you.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're gonna take you with our next pick right here, man.
This ain't gonna be nothing to you.
But you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that.
Oh my God! He's funny. He's funny.
This got to be one of the worst prank phone calls ever in history. I feel like if you was gonna go for the gusto, you might as well have gone for the gusto. You wasted a prank phone call. And
I don't even feel like we can keep calling it a prank phone call because that was just so mean spirited in nature. Like to
yeah,
and I don't know if these privileged young children understand how they are like literally playing with somebody's life. Like that's their whole
bro,
entire future. And they're
come on
just,
now.
oh, how you bought it? Like that shit ain't funny.
At all,
And I'm
especially
glad
when
his dad is getting fined, and I hope it's a big fine, and I hope his dad turn around and beat his ass for it.
upwards of
But
$350,000.
good. That's his salary for the year. He don't even make
I'm
that
about
much.
to say he don't make that much. He gonna have to set up a payment plan, all because of his son.
Good. Good.
I'm
I hope
surprised
his
they haven't fired him.
I'm s- I'm not gonna say I hope they fire him because you can't
Well, he won't
control
be able to pay
your
that three
kids.
hundred and fifty thousand if
But
they
that
fire
350,000, I hope he take it right out his son college fund.
him.
I hope he.
I mean,
All
well,
right,
it
pack your shit, come
also
on home. like,
I hope it also like teaches folks like to keep your stuff put up. And even at home, you need to operate with a certain level of confidentiality and don't just have your shit laying around.
no, I don't know. Yeah, you got to operate with the confidentiality and whatnot, and keep
Mm-hmm.
your stuff put up. However, that come to parenting because my sons would never do somebody like that.
Yeah.
That's the morals he was raised with to think that shit was
Mm-hmm.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, I just
and that's why I'm
imagine.
glad. That's why I'm saying I'm not happy that his dad is like. I don't want him to get fired, but
Yeah.
that fine is justly deserved because while his son is of age to make his own decisions, again, it's with how he was raised somewhat because my sons would never do that, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could argue all sides of this thing. I could even make an argument for the dad selling the son down the stream and like pressing charges for him stealing the information or
You,
some good. Hey, like
hey,
fam, you got me
shouldn't
out
have
here
did
for
it.
300. You got me out here for 350 grand,
Shouldn't have did it.
man. Hey, but the dad definitely deserved that fine because he need to go and keep his iPad put up.
Yeah,
Keep your iPad, and it definitely should be locked. Nobody should be able to walk by and just
yeah.
copy down
If
some
your kids
information
ain't
off
got
of it.
no home training, then keep your shit put up.
That part. That
Moral
that
of the
part.
story.
Yo, man. Shout out Shadur Sanders. Sorry you had to go through all that, man. And sorry that they still talking about how the owners was colluding against you, my guy. They outright saying that Shadur Sanders was all but blackballed. The owners were coming to GM saying, take them off your draft board. And then you got kids out here playing around with his emotions.
Yeah,
Wild hunters. Wild hunters is what that was. Wild
you're not getting no more treats.
hunters. We love prank phone calls. That was just not the prank phone call that was gonna
Yeah,
get us
that wasn't
laughing.
even a prank. That was again the pranks can't be.
Yo, good
I don't
morning.
feel like any of the pranks to be funny should
Yeah.
deal with anything involving money or somebody's like livelihood. Because that's one thing I don't mess with in any circumstance. Even if I hate your guts,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm never gonna mess with your livelihood. like,
yeah.
like
Oh, is
that's
that
just
what it
something I don't
was?
do.
Okay. I knew it was upwards of 350,000. I didn't know if they broke it down like that. So the Falcons got to pay 250 and the daddy got to pay a
The team
hundo.
was charged. Okay,
Okay. So the daddy got to pay the hundo though.
so he might get fired. Hell,
Hey, come up off that hundo and you're gonna have to go. The Atlanta Falcons is gonna walk you right out the door. Would
yeah,
you
he
walk them
might
out
get
the
fired.
door?
Would I?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't play with
For
people's
sure.
livelihoods, so that would
Not
be
like that. Not
a
like
tough
that.
call for his son. But if
Yo.
his son's actions cost my
That
team
part.
$250,000, then yeah, it's
Mm.
probably
It might be time to
time for
part
you to
ways.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard for him to get another job because who's gonna trust like that? Like
Hey, your
no,
son don't. You don't let your son come home no more, do you? It's like you don't
the
let him.
Son done
You be
fucked
like,
it up for everybody. He thought it
that
was
part.
funny. Thought
Yeah,
shit was
yeah.
sweet.
Well, we do have a prank phone call for today, though. Obviously
Okay.
we don't have one that we have done just yet, but we got a couple that we working on. So just be ready, know that. Just be ready, know that.
I
We
don't
got a
know
couple
where
that we're
this
working
cough
on.
came from, but it's
Yeah,
really
yeah. Right, yeah. That man's son cost 350,000. You ain't never lied. That's right. Between his daddy and the team, got to come up off that chop. First of all, if I was the Falcon, I guess we're gonna have to just wait a second before we get into nephew Tommy. Cause if I was the Falcons, we would already be at the field working it off. You are now on the grass cutting crew. You fertilize the
we
field.
gotta cut corners somewhere, my guy.
Hey, tell little homie to come on over here, man. He got about $250,000 worth of money to earn. You know what I'm saying? We just hired you for a year. You know what I mean? You can't have a phone nowhere. Okay, don't answer a phone. Don't bring a phone to work. No
I don't
phones for
want
you
to
though.
see you with
Okay.
a phone at
Nope.
all.
We will give you a pager if we require your presence. We will page you. Okay. You damn right. Got to get that bread back some kind of way. You ain't never lied. That's what
Yeah,
I'm talking
he
about. You gonna
definitely
come
going
up
on
off
the
that
yard
chop?
crew. He doing
Yeah.
laundry.
You know what?
I
Matter
want
of
you
fact,
washing they underoos
hey,
at this
hey,
point.
matter of fact, you like to make phone calls. Now you on the donation line. You just cold calling for Atlanta
Call
Falcons.
people.
That's right.
Call
Call
people.
you on the donation line. Yo. Hey, you daggone right. That's right. Come hand out the Gatorades or something. You could make yourself useful. You know what I'm saying? Get in there and load the hot dog roller for concessions or something.
No, handing out the Gatorades, I think is too good of a job.
That was
He
too
needs
good
to
of a
do the
job.
laundry. I like the
Doggone
donation
right. The
line.
jock
I like,
straps. He needed to be able to scrub the jock straps.
yeah. I like the mowing lawns and
Yep. Some real
uh
manual labor.
but you don't get to be televised during games coming out. Maybe during practice he can hand out Gatorades, but
Right.
not during no game. You ain't getting no TV time, my
He out
guy.
here jogging with the Gatorades. Here you are,
Mm-mm.
fellas. Like,
Nope.
nah, you get no love out here in these streets,
No
homie.
love.
You get no
So
love out here
maybe
in these
during
streets.
practice, but definitely not during no game.
Hey, look. That's why you always gotta have you a good mama on the team, because she really gonna lay it in on you. Nope. Don't bring your ass out here.
Don't do that.
Not on TV. Nope, not on TV. I was just trying to. No, you wasn't. You was just trying to get your hair from around here. Get over there and sweep something away from the camera.
Right. Go get the trash from out the stands.
Damn, like, go start picking up the hot dog trash.
Right.
Hallelujah.
Oh goodness.
Hallelujah. Yeah. Quality good times on the morning show. We appreciate you rocking out with us on this morning. We're gonna go ahead and get off up into this prank call. I have nobody to compete with because the Atlanta Falcons boy John got his ass whooped already, so there was nobody. There was no need.
He definitely lost.
He already lost.
He
already lost. So there was nobody else to put nephew
lost.
Tommy up against because he
lost
already
life.
lost. Yeah, right. He's lost their life. But nephew Tommy, he come hardcore about his socks. What Tommy talking about?
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Charles.
Yeah, this Charles.
Okay, are you the guy? Do you live in an apartment?
Who is this?
My name's Benny, man. I live in. Let me say this to you, man. This like the third time this that happened, you know, and I done got fed up with it. So I'm finna we finna get this straight.
Hold up, man. Wait. Who are you again?
My name's Benny, man. I live in. Let's listen. Do you use the washroom on the property?
Yeah, man. I use washroom. What's up?
Oh,
Okay,
shared
this
laundry
the third time
facilities.
this
You
happened.
already know
Last
that could be
night was the
problematic.
third
Remember
time,
college?
right? Now the first time I happened to be in the washroom with you, and I come up with a shirt missing. Now the second time was my T-shirt, my Chicago Bulls championship T-shirt. I saw your girl with it on. Now last night was the one that drew the line. My favorite socks was missing out the dryer when I come back to get my stuff. So I don't know what you doing, man, when you in this washroom. If you decide you just gonna go shopping in the dryer and get what you want out of
thought he
it
meant a
from
bathroom
other
when he
people's
was saying
stuff, man.
washroom.
But this
Hold up. I'm a grown man. What are you talking about shopping? I work every day. I buy my own. Listen, you call me tripping about
Now
some
he's
clothes.
shopping in the dryer.
You call me tripping about some damn socks?
You damn right. They my favorite socks. So what kind of problem is? What makes you think you can start opening up dryers, getting people's stuff out, man?
Hey, don't do that.
What makes you
Don't
think
do
I'm
that.
opening up? Hold up, you got the wrong one. Where you get my number from anyway?
I got your number from the leasing office.
The
Because I told them I needed to. Say what?
They done lost their mind giving you my number, calling me with some about some socks.
Hey, man, they my favorite socks. And look here, I
They
want
my
my socks
favorite
back
socks.
from you, man.
Yo, he
I'ma
pretty
say
chill
this
right
one more
now.
time. You
If you
done
called,
lost
I'd already been flipped out.
Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. Either I'm going to get them socks or I'm going to get that. One of the
You
two.
got a plan. You say you live in 5 what?
I live in.
Now I need
You
to
gotta
know where you at.
Stay at. I'll knock on your door in about 10 minutes if it's okay with you, partner.
Hey, man, it's whatever.
I-
All I know is you better bring them damn socks when you bring your around
I'm
here.
gonna bring that before
My
my house
favorite
about
socks.
What kind of socks you think
You
they are?
got my
Scooby-Doo?
favorite socks.
and you crying like a little about some socks.
Man, the hell with you. You got my
Man, I'm
socks,
gonna
man.
go within your partner.
Hey, man,
over
you
some
better
socks.
have shirt. You better have my Chicago Bull championship shirt. And you better have my damn socks. You can't be taking people's stuff out the washroom.
That's fine, partner. You got 3 equipment come socks, shirt, and a t-shirt. That's what you want. You got our equipment coming for all of them.
But that's fine with me, dog. But all I do, I want my socks back, man.
You act like my little sister with a whole crying. What
Hey,
is
man,
your problem?
don't worry about that. I better not catch you or your sister in my stuff. I'm going to tear it off her. You hear me?
You ain't gonna tear a thing off nobody. You done lost your mind. First of all, why don't you just head on down to the washroom so I can whoop your now?
Let's go on the meet up where it all started. Let's meet where it all started.
You
Seat of the crime.
I'm trying to turn it on since you stealing stuff out of it.
done lost your mind. Let me tell you one thing. Hurry up, put your on, get down to the washroom now. I'm tied up my shoes.
I'm on the phone.
I'm tying up my shoes, you know.
So now what?
You in trouble.
You know me.
No, I already know you. Once you get busted in the head, you'll know what's going on.
I wish you ain't
Lord,
a man
he's
enough.
finna have this man out here beating up a rando.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Random.
How long it's gonna take you to get your over there?
It's gonna take me about 2 minutes, partner.
All
I'm
right
setting the
then.
time
And
back.
guess what else I'm bringing with me,
What you
Tom?
bringing now?
Is you listening to see what I'm bringing?
Man, what?
This is nephew Tommy from
Man, I
the
don't give a damn who. Say what, man?
You see, he's stopping everything.
Say what,
Hey,
I don't give
Tom,
a.
this nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Yo, girl, Chandria got me to prank you, man.
Man, damn, y'all wrong, man. I got one boot on. I'm on my way down the stairs. I'm gonna be
I told you he's finna go whoop somebody's ass. I'm telling you.
Literally
talking about
suiting up.
ain't no grown man on this phone.
Oh,
Man,
some
that's
socks,
crazy.
man. Some socks.
Man, some socks. Boy, you know y'all tripping.
Charles, I got you, man.
All right, bro.
Yo, that shit wild as hell.
He said, I got one boot on. I was literally
bro.
on my way down to this washroom
You had
to whoop
on
some ass.
sight mentality just rise up in me. You know, shit. You done got me ready to go. One boot about to stomp your ass over some socks.
Over socks.
Ooh, he said, y'all playing too much.
Not playing.
You
He
playing
said,
with
"What
my
now?"
emotions, man. Yo, so I wanted to revisit this conversation. I don't even remember. Did we start this on the air last night? I think we did, right? So I want to get the people's opinion. You know what I mean? I don't know if people seen the episode last night. I don't know who's gonna see this episode, you know. But I still keep thinking about, you know, what happens at episode 100. Like I've been thinking, like, do we take the summer off? Do we change the show? Is it over? Like, what happens at episode 100? And you know, the great new idea that I have is a little bit of a rebranding where we still get up in the morning, except it's not wake up with Milk and Bri. It's workout with Milk and Bri. Who would like to get up like an hour earlier than they already do and work out first thing in the morning, get the blood flowing, get that energy right? You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you what I will do. I will
Yeah, what you gonna do?
set my alarm
Yeah.
so I could turn my phone off so you have me as a viewer while you're working out, and then I'm gonna go back to sleep, honestly.
You're gonna go back to sleep immediately. Nobody's gonna be watching me.
I
Come on.
I have
Come
to
on.
think
Look
how
at this.
this would really work.
This is how it works. Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Uh-huh.
just like moving in the chair. Like when I
Well,
work
no, we'll
out
have to
for
get up.
real,
We'll have to get up. You know what I mean? It's
right?
only
But
30 minutes.
when I work out for real,
Yeah.
I'm like a huffing puffing mess. Who wants
Yeah,
to
we're
hear
gonna
that?
have to. You can mute your mic if you want.
What's the?
I won't mute mine though. I'll be huffing and puffing and talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to carry a conversation. That's for sure. While I'm trying to work
Well,
out.
we ain't gonna be. You don't carry a conversation. Haven't you seen these jazzercise tapes? You're just motivating and encouraging. Somebody on the TV already gonna be giving the directions. We're gonna have them on the screen. All we gotta do is you can do it. You know what I mean? Huffing and puffing. Mama gonna have to get their inhalers and shit.
You see, I already got this little cough developing. I don't know where it came from,
Hallelujah.
but I need to call and make a doctor's appointment today because
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I
can't let a
can't get
cough
deep
get
breaths. Well, I can't get the deep breaths. It's not even
Oh,
the
you
cough so
can't
much.
inhale all the way.
Yeah, I can't. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
not good. That's not good at all. You get tired going to the bathroom. That's all bad out here in these streets. Well, it's episode 89. It's the first day of May, and we have 11 episodes left. We're finishing up this week, and then we literally have 2 weeks until episode 100. Ideas about how we should celebrate episode 100. I imagine I should have some type of confetti flying around the screen, right? Probably. Maybe some bells, some whistles, some cheers.
I also am going to
Maybe we should have some guests.
Out.
Should we have guests on episode 100?
Yeah.
Okay. Some guests.
I'm
that
also
might be nice.
Going to have to figure out exactly how I'm filming the next, starting the 16th.
Okay. Will it be over by then?
I don't know.
I mean, it may not be over by then.
I don't know what we're doing.
Look, I said, will it be over by then?
But I do know that I have to work in the office. I am planning to take my car, so I could potentially just drive there really early.
Ooh, that sounds like the workout show.
Like do
that's
not
practice.
that early.
That's practice for the workout
not
show.
That early.
Oh, okay, not that early. Okay, my bad.
But I could drive there, like get there at like so that I'm there at 7:30, so we can do the show I can do the show from the parking lot from my car.
Oh, yeah. Bri from the south side of the city on the go like, whoa, wake up with Milk and Bri. It's the place you want to be. Start your day the right way, the only way. With who? Milk and Bri, yo. I be doing too much. You know what time it is? Just crept past 8 o'clock hour. If you're supposed to be at work by now, you are late. Don't speed, but you probably ought to head that way, yo. We got to get up into things. I got early meetings on this morning, so we can't as long as usually do. However, I appreciate Bri for rocking out with me on this morning, even though she has been up early, getting folks here, there, and everywhere, making sure her children is where they supposed to be.
I know my house is gonna be so empty tonight. I only got one kid, and he the one that just stay in the room.
Right. First of all, I already know you got plans for tonight, so I'm not even tripping. Oh, you don't?
I mean, cleaning my house.
That was the plans I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, those are exciting plans for you. Shit.
Cleaning up. Big night.
Yo, before we get up out of here, though, just want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's been 89 episodes. We're on our way to 100. Hang in there on the ride with us. Keep on rocking. It's Wake Up with Milk and Bri. I always want to remind you, though, that you have everything that you need already inside of you to conquer this day. Don't let it run you. You run it. I was reminded this morning about a song from Marvin Winans from way back in the day. We call them the 90s. You know what I mean? Some of y'all was born then. Some of y'all, you wasn't quite here yet. But it was a song called Tomorrow. And, you know, I don't always come here looking to preach, and that's not what I come here to do today. But that song talked about accepting Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you shouldn't wait until tomorrow. But I would encourage you not to wait for tomorrow or anything, because as human beings, we gamble on tomorrow a lot. You know what I mean? We just kind of expect that it's going to be here. And for some of us, tomorrow doesn't come. And so I just encourage you to make the most of today. Do everything that you want to do today. Love on who you want to love on today. There's no time for waiting for tomorrow. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. And as always, Bri, why do I encourage folks to make it a great day?
Great days don't just happen. You got to make them great.
You got to make them great today. Yay. One time for the one time. We will see you tomorrow morning for episode 90. I am the Milkman.
And I'm just Bri.
See you tomorrow.
All right.